Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Japan. So we are in position for another major war here versus Kedah, Malacca, and Sukhothai, or however you say that. And we are building up. I've pretty much decided I'm going to delay this war until we get imperialism. Just because we'll be able to take significantly more land, significantly faster and safer once we get it. So that means 5 years. Obviously that will go down probably by about a year, give or take, as time ticks forward, so we don't have the ahead of time penalty. So in the meantime, though, we will try and pay off some of this debt. Apparently we're going to have some more rebels pop up, but we have a new army to deal with that. The Taiwanese army is all prepped and ready to intervene in things, which is awesome. And yeah, that's probably what we're going to do, is just rebuild a little bit more. I know I wanted a war. People have wanted a war, but there are such things about fighting a war when you're ready. Plus, it will also get me another military tech, which is a pretty key tech cartridge. +2 artillery fire is no joke. It goes from 2.4 to 4.4, which is pretty good. Plus, get some shock, which it's artillery. Shock is really important at all. Hopefully, we can convert that before they rebel. I have my doubts, but you never know. Just a saying, a little bit of corruption. It's not a big issue because we have a policy that's literally rooting out corruption. Our Imperial Navy is rebuilding. Let's get that tech. Not only did we get better shock and fire out of that, we also got a better unit. And if we wait till imperialism here, client states, we'll also be able to get measuring the world, which should be a big advantage for us. And so we will delay that war for a little while. Just a bit, not permanently, I hope. Hopefully we don't end up in a mass war versus, say, China. That's the big worry. Or rather, correctly, the Ming. Some of you guys have been complaining I've been calling it the wrong thing. Considering it consists of the vast majority of China, and most people refer to it as the Ming Dynasty of China, I'm going to refer to it as both. Do we want that idea? No, because we want the tech. Okay. Our income has slowed slightly. Oh, speaking of other things, we do have 2 merchants, so I should probably deploy them. I already have one there. Let's put one here. Transfer trade power, and that should send it. It's tough to say where it's actually sending it. Okay, we can also send one to Rio Grande and send them south that way. That should theoretically divert more trade to Japan, considering we're already making 40 gold a month from trade there. So if that goes up at all, we know we've done something right. I think that's pretty much all the ones down here. Yes. Okay, time to work on the Philippines, I guess. Actually, wait, we'll finish off Taiwan first. There we go. Okay. I think my merchants have arrived. So let's see. No, not yet, apparently. There we go, 45 gold. So 5 gold for 2 merchants. Not bad, considering I didn't have to do much work other than colonize to get them. Okay. About a year or so. And as awesome as drilling is, it turns out just hiring generals gets you professionalism almost just as fast, because that gave me 1, and it takes most of the year to drill to another one. We are, of course, still quite a ways away from completing quantity, which will get us 50% more troops, force limit. At which point we will definitely be able to mess around with China a bit more. As it is, our army is reasonably strong. It's about half that of China's, but it is stronger, so that should count for something. Let's go for Korea, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because Korea keeps consistently rebelling, and if we can just slowly cut off avenues of rebellion for people, we'll have a much stronger empire left at the end. And then we get the fun of hopefully annihilating 2 nations, if not 3, with client states that are the advanced reasons for war. And the admin efficiency all should be pretty amazing, especially if I can launch the war before I lose this admin efficiency. We'll be in pretty good shape. There we go. Got that tech. Interesting, it's taking longer on this one. Oh. And Daman separatists. Ugh. Where were my other separatists? Sulu. And over here. Okay, that's the end of that area. Korea. Come on. Of course they took control of those areas. Time to manually control landings. Okay. That's done. That, I outnumbered them like 2 to 1, so I should be able to win that. Sulu is going to be slightly trickier to take, considering it's an island, so... An island with a large defensive army. But it's a good thing I'm getting these rebellions done now, so I don't have to do it during the war. Oh, that's another one of the small island nations, isn't it? Should probably convert them. Come on. There we go. Such a small island, you can't click on it half the time. Okay, and we can do a government reform. I'm going to do the absolutism because I have a feeling at some point I'm going to have to do stuff that's going to lower the absolutism. So, just to get myself a bit ticking so that if that does happen, I'm not in more trouble. I should be able to raise autonomy in a couple provinces before I seriously lose stuff. However, I am going to repress these rebels because they're just not worth fighting. And move them back to there, yes. And that should give us a wall of text in a month. There we go, wall of text, big wall of text. What a promising artist to our court. Kedah has no more allies. Let's get another claim on their land though, might as well make it as cheap as possible. And then we're going to attack them with imperialism. I will call in a Eu4 from up here because I'm fine giving them a couple provinces. And I guess, here we go. Should be crushingly easy for us. Should be. Always subjective statement. Always very subjective statement. What's going on down here? What in the... What? You're attached to a ship. Just sail the ships. Okay, I think that was a glitch, honestly. It seemed like it was. On to Malacca's capital. Come on, stay focused, game. Hire one Merc unit. Whoa, this game is not wanting to be played today. I'm getting random lag spikes and the mouse jumping everywhere. Do a naval barrage because I like naval barrages. The Portuguese game I played has made me a fan of naval barrages, even if it's not as good as Japan. Do that. Get absolute government bonus. Shinto zealots. There's not much I can do about that. Kedah has fallen, so that's a ticking war score. I will have to double check exactly what I'm going to manage to take here, but suffice to say I want to take all of this at minimum, if possible, of course. Okay, that should be half of Korea done soon. Also, we're going to have some colonies done. There we go. It was completed. All these people we've shipped off to the New World. Couldn't say shipped there for some reason. We'll ship off some Sunnis. Why can't we do that? Oh, it's not part of a state. Interesting. We'll expel a Shinto. California's got 9 troops. That's not bad. A lot. Cascadia. This is border gore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just going through 6 provinces, you go through like 5 nations. Every other province is a different nation. Sorry for you people who really like map painting, because that is atrocious, and I will give you that one. It is ugly. And there's you. Done. There we go. Reason I'm doing that is even though it costs Diplo points, it gets me my colonial nations a bit more development. I doubt there'll be any use, but you never know. If they showed up with a navy in the nick of time or an army, I'd be really happy. Got to convert these 3 provinces that keep rebelling. Legitimacy, not really an issue for us, offhand. Seem to be doing reasonably well on the legitimacy front. Interesting our ally isn't doing anything. They've kind of... Oh, that's why. Guess where all the AIs went. Bit of a waste of time and energy, if I do say so, but each to their own. How overwhelmed is Malacca feeling? Pretty overwhelmed, as they should feel. Probably going to try and separate piece these guys, just because then I can take more lands. Plus it gives me a higher war score when I go to try and take out Kedah. Nope, stay right where you are. Do they really... Oh. Feels weird, we haven't actually really fought any of their troops. Guess I'm gonna end up fighting that one. And occupying this area. Kind of tempted to give this land back to these guys, but at some point I do want to conquer them too, so... Decisions, decisions, decisions. Do you betray them now or do you betray them later? Great power problems. There we go. Okay, let's see. I think I will give them back their capital, because if I can. I mean, that was their capital, considering it's literally the name. We'll occupy this one province and we should be able to make peace. Should also give us a chance to stomp their navy, which will be cool. This province should be loyal. Good. Hopefully we have no more rebellions there. Oh, we actually lost some troops. Oh, we captured their flagship. We now have... Oh, we lost a flagship. We had 4 flagships. That's too bad. Guess we've lost some. Time to peace out. Malacca? No, they still have war enthusiasm. What is this strange thing? The strange endurance of an AI. Oh wow, I can't even demand all of that. I could take that eventually. Okay, I'll probably do that. Once the AI is willing to peace out, which honestly it might not be for a while. Oh, they've actually landed in Japan. Let's go deal with that. We literally just have to wait till Malacca loses this remaining war enthusiasm. Unfortunately, we won the war almost too fast, so the war enthusiasm is really low. Is still rather high. That length of war penalty is a thing. Smash those guys. I'm hoping that 5 heavy ships backed up by a lot of the transports is a safe number to be moving around the world. For enthusiasm. Okay. Probably gonna have to go retake this fort up here. Even though that's not where Malacca's army is. Malacca's army is up here. Interesting. Okay. Let's move that army to there, move you to there. At some point I'm going to have to build a lot more transports and heavies just to get a group of that going. How much war enthusiasm has to go away before an AI will peace out? The world may never know. There we go. I can get all of that, or I can do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, or rather that. I don't think they have any colonies or anything else. One thing I can't do is 100. It will cost me 330 Diplo points. Nice. Anyhow, this region, with the exception of these guys, is mine. And is completely cheap to core. Power of absolutism. We just got to piece out these last guys, and then we should be able to wipe out Kedah. And then probably the focus will shift to Pasai, which will involve a war with Brunei. From Pasai to Brunei, which will be nice because we actually do want Brunei's lands. It was easier to make them a tributary and get monarch points from them than it was to conquer them, at least at the beginning. Look at that nice spread of Protestantism, though. It's definitely a thing. We also have this whole area up here to colonize and conquer, honestly, but it's not valuable. It's like, why does no one ever invade Siberia? Because there's nothing in Siberia, really. I mean, I get that there's population, but in terms of valuable land and resources, not really a thing. That should be enough to piece out those guys. I could theoretically try and vassalize them. Do they have any good claims is really the question. Not particularly. Okay, so we'll just peace out with them. They're not a threat. They've pretty much never been a threat. They probably never will be a threat. I mean, they have, what, 39 development at this point in the game? It's kind of a joke. Keta, on the other hand, will definitely have to be removed. There we go. Give me this whole peninsula, if you would. There we go. Full annexation. Give some land back to our ally, because we don't really need it. Still have yet to pass 100 overextension. 65% admin efficiency. Yipes, that's horrifyingly strong. Yeah, I think we'll do that, because our next war is going to be versus, what, Champa and Brunei. Okay. I sent you up there, right? Okay, so next episode we will probably pick a fight with Brunei and Pasai. Try and pick up some of that land. I think I might wait till we get these cores done, just so we don't have that whole issue with me building up way too much overextension due to them being able to own those provinces. So that is it for this episode. It's been a long time coming, but you finally watched me start to overwhelm Indonesia, which has now pushed me up to almost 1,700 development. So that's it from me. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.